Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Jinto. Everybody in the NBA community has been like head over heels about the Malika Andrews situation. I know you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you came to the right place. Malika Andrews versus Stephen A. Smith. We're going to see how this actually played out. And if you guys want to see more reactions like this, slap that like button for your boy Gento. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. And as an added bonus, if you want to start watching these videos with me and other subscribers, other followers, other fans, supporters, follow me on twitch.tv/ymdgento. I stream basically every single day. Your boy is on the grind. So, we're going to take a look at this Malika Andrews situation. Comment down below your thoughts because, woo, things get heated.
Stephen A., with all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all of the information here. And it was frustrating to me that the Celtics declined to allow.
Did you guys hear that? 2 seconds in her conversation. Wow. This isn't like the full, because the clip that I seen, Stephen A. said something, made a great point. She disregards all of that and then tries to put it on him pointing it's not about point. He didn't say it was the woman's. Nowhere in his statement did he say this was the woman's fault. Those type of people you gotta keep a close eye on because nobody said that. Why was that in your head?
Elaborate or to give more specifics about what exactly the rule breaking was that led us to this point. So that I just want to get that out of the way first. But to answer your question, Molly, I think what stood out to me, I think what stood out to me is that Brad Stevens, he was upset. That's what stood out to me about what he termed rampant Twitter BS is the word that he used, that women were unfairly dragged into this within the Celtics organization. You could see that Brad Stevens was.
She's the. Oh my, jeez, wow, this is as bad. This is worse than I thought. Women dragged into it. The man didn't. He's not getting fired for jacking off. It takes two to have sex consensually. What do you mean the woman got... She just dragged into it because the man is the only one that got in trouble. If she's a staffer, the rules are for her too, right? If they were both working at like a Walmart and the policy was you can't date other co-workers, which I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist for like grocery stores because almost everybody does date in the grocery store or whatever, but that's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using it as an example, as a metaphor. And I got to be careful with that because Malika Andrews already proved to us she's one of those people. Like, even though I use that as a metaphor, those type of people will be like, oh, are you saying my value is that of a cashier at a... No, dummy. Pay attention. Anyways, let's just get back into it, bro. Because this isn't a rant, but this is just like, are you kidding me? The woman isn't dragged into it. The man got in trouble, like suspended for a long time. I don't remember how long they said. I don't know if it was indefinite. I don't know if it was a season. But why wasn't she? That's pretty much all Stephen A. said. He's in this alone. It was consensual. They both agreed to, but why is it just the man? That's it. It's no blame saying it's her fault. None of that stuff that she's implying.
Was visibly upset about this. And I also found that to be gross and unnecessary, that folks were bringing in the names and the images of women that is just not a fact. That was purely speculation. And so to me, that is what stood out. But the Celtics as an organization could have done more. And short of doing more ahead of this yesterday, they could have owned that responsibility in this press conference. I understand that there were legal parameters that they had to operate within for everybody involved, and I appreciate the fact that they brought in outside counsel and did a thorough organization, and I think that that is something that was clear.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, dog. You gotta hurry up, get to the point. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to
Really necessary in this situation, but the fact that it was able to go on all day, the fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not, we are not here, Stephen A.
This is what I'm talking about, boys. What do you mean? Yes, we are trying to what is she talking about right here? Now we're gonna slow it down so you can hear. What do you mean? If the rules say you can't sleep with coworkers, I'm the man, I'm in trouble. She slept with a coworker too. Me, the one that's in trouble. So if I'm in trouble, she's in trouble for violating the same exact policy. This is not victim blaming. This is not woman blaming. I probably won't even finish this interview because what the heck? You can't be serious. Like, are you trolling? What are you talking about? This double standard thing makes no sense. It never did. You are 100% okay with the man being fired for having sex with a coworker. That's against policy. But you're okay with the woman just getting a pass because what? Why? Let me try this, and I swear to goodness, if there's backlash from this, I swear to goodness. What if it was a female head coach and a female staffer? Do they both get fired, or do you just say ignore? Seriously, Malika Andrews, what? Oh my, jeez, cat. What do you do in that situation? What do you do then? Let's say it wasn't a man. It was two women consensually having sex. Policy says you can't do that. They do it anyway. Then what? Do you keep the Celtics head coach if he was a woman? The way you're implying everything is yes. They would just ignore it. That's, what is that word? What is it? That's sexist. You can't have one policy for men and then not apply it for other genders. That's not fair.
That is something that was clearly necessary in this situation. But the fact that it was able to go on all day, the fact that we are sitting here debating whether somebody else should have been suspended or not,
that right there, bro. Whether or not someone else should have been suspended. Chat, what do you think about that? Like, it's like a common sense, a fair policy. If, back to the grocery store, if Walmart says you can't eat, no, I don't think Walmart has like a hot bar. Let's say like a Whole Foods, right? If the policy is you can't walk around the store when you're on break, grab some chicken from the hot bar and eat it without paying for it, right? You fire the guy that does it, but not the woman who cooked the chicken, the woman that works in that section. She told him it was okay. The guy gets fired for eating, but the woman that consented is okay. She keeps the job? That's kind of not the same because that's two different things. One person ate, one person said okay. But you get what I'm saying though, right? Both should be suspended. There we go, Keenan. I knew I wasn't on a solo dolo on this. It's like, do you not understand what fair means? Equality. Women and men should be equals, right? But women are fighting for equality. But then when you hear these double standards, it's like, that's not fair. That wouldn't be equal. That wouldn't be equality, would it?
We are not here, Stephen A., to further blame women. That is not why we are.
Nobody's blaming the woman. Nobody. Not me, not Stephen A, not the chat, not no one on YouTube, nobody. Why is that in your head? Seek help. Because that's not a good way of thinking.
Are here.
First of all, let me be very clear. I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just
You
like
don't
you're
think
not
someone would
mentioning.
notice if Ime Udoka was not at-
Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've already said he deserves to be fired, or he deserves to be there and handle it internally and privately. If you're not going to handle it privately, if you're going to publicize it in that fashion, then obviously it provokes everybody wanting to know, okay, well, who are the parties involved? When you have Amina Smith in Boston and other women pointing out the fact that there were women who were wrongly implicated in all of this, it's a disservice to them. I didn't come out with the report about a consensual relationship. I didn't come out with the report ahead of time leaking that they were going to suspend him for the year. They did that. And my point is, considering how pervasive this kind of stuff has existed in professional sports for many years, my whole point is that, excuse me, make sure that you handle it in the same fashion it has always been handled. You could have fired him, and then we could have speculated till the cows come home, but he's gone. But to keep him there, keep him employed, but in the same breath, suspend him for a year, then also that year is indefinite. That is the issue that I have. Nobody's trying to protect Ime Udoka, and certainly nobody is trying to protect, is to excoriate the women involved or anything like that. I'm talking about how things of this matter are usually handled from an HR perspective, from an organizational perspective. That is not consistent with what we have seen throughout the years. That is the only point that I was trying to make. I'm not trying to attack anybody. And if anybody deserves to be attacked, it's Ime Udoka for putting himself in this position. I've made that very clear. I'm just talking about you got owners and everybody else. They know the kind of stuff that's going on. You didn't say anything about anybody else. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. They didn't say anything about everybody else all the other times this stuff has happened. But now when it comes to him, it's all over the place. That is my issue. That is my only issue.
I appreciate that clarification. And I think that getting back to Molly's and
What do you mean? You need it clear. What? There was... Chat, were you confused with anything Stephen A said? Did anything Stephen A say put you in the same mindset as Malika Andrews? No, right? What the what? Just, I'm not trying. I don't think anybody should get fired, but that's like a what? Why? Where? What? That's like saying this. Somebody could say the sky is blue, and then some NPC bot comes out of nowhere and says, "So you don't like the grass being green?" That's like that one meme on Twitter. The meme on Twitter where they're like something about "I like pancakes," and then some random replies, "So you're saying people that eat waffles are disgusting?" What? Nobody said that. And you are someone of power on live television. You're spreading propaganda. Why? What if Stephen A didn't get a chance to clarify himself? The media, with her in control, would paint Stephen A as a bag. Oh my gosh. And this is the crazy thing about it. The media, with her in control, if this was her show, she would kick him off, tell the watcher Stephen A said this, and then everybody that doesn't think for themselves will believe it, and then it's like some whole controversy, and it's like, are you kidding me? That's how the internet works, and that's how social media works, and that's how people are now. Nobody thinks for themselves. And when they do think, their brain is like, what the flip are you?
Initial question. That is what stood out to me from the press conference. My reaction to the press conference, and I appreciate you clarifying that, Stephen A., is that the only thing that was made clear to me in this is that we are missing a key piece of information here. That is my reaction to the press conference.
Obviously, random women getting blamed in the Celtics organization without any of the facts or even knowing who it is.
Is this the, I think this is the uploader. I want to hear what they have to say. I'm not trying to be rude.
Those random women.
Yeah, it's just the uploader.
Harassment case.
All right, so we heard what Malika Andrews had to say, and we also heard what Stephen A. had to say. And hopefully I didn't come off as rude. We're adults here. Let's be adults. Nowhere in Stephen A.'s comment did he say it's her fault. He shouldn't be, like, wow, jeez. This is the state of the world we are in. And that is not a good look. Slap that like button if you made it this far into the video. If you're new and you enjoy seeing videos like that, like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications. And as an added bonus, if you want to start watching these videos live with your boy Gento and the rest of the chat, I know you see commenters on the screen right now. This is live in real time. By the time you see it, it might be tomorrow, the day after, it might be next week, or it might never make it to YouTube. So you're missing out on exclusive content. It's free to follow your boy Gento on twitch.tv/YMDGento. I appreciate the love and support, boys. I'll catch you guys next time. Comment down below your thoughts on this situation. I don't know, man. If we can hit 1, 2, 3 likes, I will do a reaction to a follow-up reaction to what Malika Andrews had to say about Kendrick Perkins. Spoiler alert. Remember I said if she had control of the media? Yeah, I believe she kicked Kendrick off the show, and I kind of want to see that. I got the TV on right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm watching Kendrick right now. About to play some 2K. There's Kendrick right there. I ain't never see Kendrick get kicked off for his opinions. I mean, for her to do that, it's like you're trying to control the narrative. That's kind of, you can't do that. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this video has been going on for a little too long. I appreciate